Team Green versus Team Red. So we got Tatsumaki, Gon, Chandler, and Zoro versus Shanks, Enji or Endeavor, Guy, and Renji. Renji. They purposely did that, didn't they? Because they pretty much sound the same. All right, starting with the green team. Can somebody explain why he's here? Like, he's just going to get murdered. Endeavor too. Like, both of these are just bantha fodder. So it's pretty much like Tatsumaki and Chandler are going to carry green team. So it'll be like these three versus these two. Because let's be real here, right? Like, Shanks would cancel out Zoro. And that's because Shanks dueled with Mihawk, which is who he lost to. And Endeavor is just going to smoke this form of Gon. If we're talking about, like, Prime Gon, like, you know, when he becomes an adult or whatever, that's, like, kind of, like, unscalable. But he potentially could be a lot stronger than what was shown in Hunter x Hunter. But based off who he beat, like Pito and stuff, Endeavor's probably going to outscale Gon. But why am I even talking about these guys? Like, these guys are just going to get destroyed by, like, other characters anyways. So Tatsumaki's probably, like, faster than light planetary. And that's if we consider Psychos's, like, laser beams to be actual lasers, like light. And her dodging light attacks would make her light speed. Not to mention, she basically, like, twisted, like, the whole city of Z or whatever, like, really easily. So if she actually tried, she probably could blow up the entire planet. So you could probably say she's somewhere, like, planetary. Especially considering, like, what everyone else is achieving in the rest of the verse, like Saitama and so forth. Now, getting into Chandler. I know it's Chandler, I purposely said that. So if you've seen Nanatsu no Taisai, you understand how powerful it is to be able to just reflect attacks back at your opponent, specifically magic in this particular verse. Now, unfortunately for Chandler, none of these guys use magic. Unless if we're doing versus battle rules, like as in like power scaling, then with verse equalization, it's any supernatural attack can basically be used against other supernatural beings and powers. So in other words, Chandler could reflect any of their abilities. Now, the biggest debate is how fast is Chandler? Because if he gets speed blitz, then he'll be able to get killed before he can even activate any of his abilities like full counter. And a general consensus for his speed is that he's somewhere around lightning speed. Like, there's a lot of attacks that are light based in Seven Deadly Sins, and that's where all the speed scaling is all over the place. So sure, like, let's just like highball it and say he's like faster than light or something, right? Then maybe Team Green could just reflect, kill everybody. Or Tatsumaki could use her psychic powers from long range and just destroy all of the enemy. Now, Bleach characters are really interesting. Renji's gotten far stronger and even faster. Now, he's also fought like Byakuya and similar people that Ichigo also fought. Now, in terms of Ichigo's speed scaling, he's literally been given by Lowball Wiki massively faster than light speed currently with his Bunkai ×5. And the massive argument with Bleach is like Chero, or Ceros, or however you want to say those laser beams from, you know, like Hollows, the shooting laser thing. Do you consider that light speed? And if it is, then basically Renji is extremely fast. Not to mention some of the people that they're fighting in the Bleach verse. Like, as an example, Yuha has actually been counted to be infinite speed based off some of his abilities. And that's because when you really consider it, if you're able to manipulate the entire universe, you're able to manipulate time and space for that universe. So usually people that can control the universe, like Prime Soul King, for example, he literally created the universe. He's also able to see the future, change the future, alter futures that may happen so you no longer have abilities. Like, this is the kind of stuff Renji's dealing with. So theoretically, he should be at least fast enough to keep up with all these guys. And he should be able to kill him. But I'd argue that the range and the reflectability is still just better than Renji. So whatever he deals out, they could just dish back or outrange him. Now, this is where the real question comes into play. Just how fast is Night Guy? Like, Night Guy was stated to be bending space from pure speed alone. And this form of Jubidara, or Madara with the 10 tails, is basically planetary level. Not only did he send roots instantly throughout the entire Shinobi world, but he also, put the entire moon in Infinite Tsukiyomi, and he also fought against characters that had the power of Hagoromo, who was the same person who also created, like, the moon. And that it stated that if you have a 10 tails, that the same 10 tails is used by the Asutsuki to go and devour or eat entire planets. So you've basically got like a planetary level amount of energy that's absorbed from the tree into you, and that's what he's got. So he should easily be able to harm Tatsumaki, Chandler, and everybody else on that team. But arguably, Renji and Guy should be able to speed blitz all of these people before Chandler can even think to use any of his abilities. Because we're being extremely nice here and we're going to say these guys are faster than light, right? Might Guy Speed Blitz Madara, who was already faster than Light, who shot laser attacks, which are light speed. And despite having a light speed laser, was still not fast enough to keep up with Night Guy. Night Guy was so fast that Madara could literally basically just stand still, like he couldn't do anything. Now, the biggest problem with Night Guy is that although he might be able to speed blitz him, he also kills himself in the process. And in versus battles, the way it works is that whoever kills the other team or knocks them out or makes them forfeit will win first. Emphasis on first. So even if they die, they still win if they killed the other team first. Now, I know people are going to do some wank scaling for like Shanks and say he's like super fast, can just use Conquer as Haki and GG. So like I said at the beginning of this video, it's pretty much like a 3v2. And you could probably say that this guy alone will basically just like solo everybody here. And you could also make an argument saying that Renji could solo everybody here too. But which team do you think is better? Team 1? Do you think Team 1 wins or Team 2? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you disagree or agree, or if you have any like cool things that I might have missed about different people's power levels, scaling, their speed, let me know also in the comments, because I'm genuinely interested in what your opinions are on who's the strongest in this little matchup thing. But anyways, those are my thoughts. Peace.